Okay, so today we are going to be making some Santa cam ornaments. And I'm going to show you that there's quite a few different ways that you can do this. You can use lenses on them, or actually just vinyl for the lenses. And I have these free SVG files on my site, and I will put the link below so you can grab that. We're also going to do just a quick night light too, so just another option. And I also have a free printable for a Santa cam letter that you can pair all together and give to your kiddo or give as a gift. Okay, so let's get started looking how to make these Santa cam ornaments. Okay, so what I am using, and I will link all these below, this is just a box of a 3-in-1 universal lens. I think it was like $7, $8 or so, but it comes with these stackable lenses, but we're just going to be using them all separate. So you can make 3 different ornaments with those. Just to show you, there's a lot of different options to put the Santa cam on. This is just a wood slice. Again, I'll link it below, but I just bought a whole package of them off Amazon and I just painted it white. So I'm going to put it on that one. And this is an acrylic ornament that I Mod Podge glitter on the back, and these come in a bag, and this is what I showed you how to do a whole bunch of different Christmas ornaments on, and I can link that below on how to apply the glitter. But then we're just going to peel off the front here and put it on this one. And then this is the top of a night light, and I just sprayed the back with a frosted glass. Just like I did my nightlight tutorial. And again, I'll link all these below on how to do these. These are just other options to show you. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is I just got this pack of disc ornaments, and I like the disc ones because they're just easier to apply vinyl on, because they're not as curved as the bauble. Like these type of ones, it's a little bit trickier, especially if you're new to this, to put vinyl on there. And just as another option, if you don't have a cutting machine, I just used these Sharpie paint pens. And you can just write Santa cam on one and color in a lens too. That's definitely another option if you don't have a Cricut or a Silhouette or a cutting machine. Okay, so we're going to do one that's glitter inside and one that is paint inside. So you can use different glitters. The extra fine glitter is probably your best bet. So extra fine glitter, this is just from the Dollar Tree. So I'm actually going to be using silver. And depending on if this is enough, I might mix 2 silvers together and put those in. Okay, so I use polyacrylic, this water-based finish, for my ornaments, just because I find that it sticks better and the seal is better than using like the Mop and Glow, things like that. But that's just my personal preference, and I have it on hand because I use it with my woodworking. So I put it in a container like this with a spout on it, but you can also use like an eyedropper or anything like that to get it in here. So we're going to take off the lid, and then I use an empty egg carton so I can stand it up. Works easy to dry, and you can put a whole bunch of them in here. Okay, so I'm just going to dump some in here, and then I'm just going to roll it around so that it covers everything. And then as I dump it upside down, I'm also going to roll it so it covers the whole top. And then I'm going to dab out as much as I can. And then I let these dry and drain for about 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to put the glitter in it. Okay, so while that one is draining, let's put paint in one. So I'm just using an acrylic paint, and I just have white, so that's what I'm going to use. But for paints, all you do is squeeze a good amount in, and then we're going to roll this Same way again, just so it covers everything. And then gonna again keep, I actually might put my finger on the bottom and kind of shake it so it gets all over all the sides there. Okay, and then this one again, I'm gonna put in here and put upside down to dry, and that will drain the rest of that paint out. Okay, so now that this one is kind of drained, I am actually going to put, you don't have to use a funnel. I'm going to put a little funnel in. And then dump the glitter in. Okay, so I'm going to dump both of them and kind of swirl them around. And it's easier if this is in a container than these little packages, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so again, now that the glitter's in, we're gonna roll it again so it covers all of that inside and it just sticks to that polyacrylic there. Again, I'm gonna put my thumb over and kind of shake it so it gets all over. And if it was a bigger glitter container, I'd dump this on like a paper or a sheet to dump it back in, but I'm not going to dump this back in. Okay, so then again, I'm just going to put this over here in an empty one and let that dry. I'm just going to move this one. There's a lot of that paint's coming out. Okay, so I'm just going to leave these to dry 45 minutes to an hour or so, and then we're going to cut out the vinyl and add those. Okay, so within Cricut Design Space, you can do a couple options. You can upload my free SantaCam SVG that I linked below. You can always just make your own with some circles and whatever text you have, but you can upload it. We're just going to go to the upload button here and then upload image and browse. So in my downloads, I'm finding the SantaCam here. I'm just going to drag it over here. And so you'll see that there are two different ones. And I'm just going to click on upload. And you can see I already uploaded it once before, but I'm just going to click on this one and then click on add to canvas. So when it's on here, you can delete one, you can change the sizes of the words, of this, of the lens, really anything you want to do. So I'm going to ungroup this first. And you see when I ungroup it, now everything's actually by itself. So for one of them, I'm actually going to cut this out too. So I'm going to use my cursor and drag everything over here and then group this together. So now when I change the size, everything changes. So the ornaments, the disc ornaments I am using, they are 3 inches. So I'm going to make this smaller than 3 inches both ways. And you can unlock it here and, pull it out if you wanted it a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm going to leave mine this size, and this one is going to go on my white ornament. And then on my glitter ornament, I actually am going to use my lens, so I don't need this right here. So I'm going to delete all these parts out just by clicking and deleting them. And then again, my ornament is 3 inches, so I'm going to make this smaller than 3 inches. And this one's smaller. And then I'm going to put my lens in between it. Okay, and I'm going to cut these out separately. Okay, so there are the two that I'm going to cut out for my 2 different ornaments. But again, you can always make your own. Say for my nightlight, let's enter I'm going to do Santa, and let's just use a Cricut font if you have Cricut access. And you can make it any way. Okay, something like this. This is BFC Foxy. Make the cam smaller. And then I'm going to add a shape because my nightlight is about 2.5 inches square. So I'm going to come up to the size here and make it 2.5 inches. And then I'm going to actually turn this, let's just do yellow so we can see it. And then I'm going to arrange and send it to the back. So this way my letters are now on top of it. And then we can size it and see exactly how it would fit on here. Okay, and we can do that also with the ornaments. So let's get a shape, a circle, and my circles, they're about that, but we'll go down to 3 inches. And let's make the one white. So I'm going to send this to the back, arrange, send to back, and so right there you can see that didn't fit quite right. So, but I'm going to ungroup these, and I'm going to put all of these in a group, and then just I'm going to change the size of this. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so now it's a little bit curved. So okay, so that one is going to be like that. And I'm going to move this over to this one, just so again I can, and then my lens is going to go in there. So that one looks okay with the size that I did there. So just a quick, easy way to see what it's going to look like there. And then say on the Santa cam, let's add an image. Let's see if they have like a Santa hat. Oh, this one's kind of cute with the stars on it. Let's see what this does. Make it much smaller. Okay, let's see how we want this. Okay, so maybe something like that, and let's attach these two. So I'm just clicking on the first one, holding my shift on this one, and then I'm going to align these and center them first, and then I'm going to come down and click attach. Okay, so now they're attached, so I don't have to place them separately. Okay, so now I have everything, and we're just going to cut these out and apply them to the ornaments. Okay, so for my first layer that my Cricut is telling me to cut out is the white vinyl. So I'm just going to put a scrap piece of white vinyl on my mat. Okay, I'm going to load this in and cut it, and then I'm just going to cut out the red and the black the same way, and then we will add them onto our ornaments. So I'm just going to load this in. My blinking light is going, and you can use any Cricut to cut this, the Joy, the Maker, the Explore. Okay, and then once my arrow go light is flashing. I'm going to push that and let that cut. Okay, machine paused, so I'm going to unload that. Is I'm doing the silver, and then I'm also cutting out the stars for the nightlight. So I'm just going to stick this different color over here, and then on my placement of in design space, I just move the stars over on this side so I can do it on one sheet. Just gonna put the little cams together first, and since they're just circles, I don't need to use transfer paper on this. Okay, so here is our glitter ornament all ready. So first I'm actually gonna clean off the front with some alcohol, just because get all the stuff off. Probably has maybe some of the polyacrylic on it. Okay, and so on this one, I am putting the red lens and the white letters on. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a shirt underneath it just so it kind of holds it up a little bit for me and doesn't rock so much. Okay, so I'm gonna apply some transfer tape. Peel off the back if you have one that has a backing on it. And press this down on the top. And then pull this off. Okay, and then use the end as kind of the middle in there. And place that down. Kind of on the bottom side first, and then pushing up since it is that curve. And then pull this off. Extra thing there. Okay, and then my lens is going to go about right there. So I'm going to put the cam below it. Okay, and then I'm going to glue this on the back. and stick that right on there. Okay. Push R. Okay, and then we can put a ribbon, whatever we want on there. Okay, so there you have one with the glitter on it, with the lens. Okay, but now we have the one with just the paint inside. So again, clean off the front here. Okay, and then I'm just going to push it up from the center. You can also make little clips if you're using a rounder bobble. That's why I like these disc ones. Those are a lot easier to put on. Okay, and then just with my fingers, I'm going to take this off since it's just a circle. And put that right in there. Okay. Okay, this is still a little bit wet, so I'm actually going to leave it before I put the top in it, else it will scrape that paint down. So I'm going to let this one dry just a little bit longer. Okay, and again, just all the different ways you can make the Santa cams with vinyl, with lenses, you know, with flat acrylic, with wood, with those, with making glitter, and the night lights, and also the paint one. Okay, so again, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss any of these tutorials, and the link to get the SantaCam SVG file is in my link below, and also a free Santa Claus letter. So this is a cute letter that There's also a free printable over on my blog that you can print out and give as a gift with your lens.